Dear Kickstarter, my name is Alexander. I grew up in Kansas City, Missouri, but I've been living in Brooklyn for the past 3 years, mostly working in arts nonprofits and trying to make the world a better and more beautiful place. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me tell you a little bit about me. I grew up playing music. I took piano lessons through the 8th grade and then started singing and playing guitar. I started a band in high school and took all the music classes my school had to offer. There was something about music's ability to bring people together that felt important and meaningful to me. I knew I wanted to go to college for something music-related, but I also knew that I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to get out of a college experience. So I deferred my acceptance from Bard College and spent a year traveling through Vietnam, Thailand, Japan, India, and Greece. While I was in Greece, I started teaching myself flamenco guitar. This is relevant, I promise. I came back to the United States with a different understanding of how many ways there are of being in the world. I also came back with a renewed excitement about learning. My freshman year at Bard, I wanted to take every class offered, but one that caught my eye in particular was a flamenco dance class. I had no choice. I signed up and a year later decided I wanted to be a dance major. 5 years later, along with thousands of other young, hopeful ideologues, I moved to New York with a dual degree in music composition and dance and a dream. I learned very quickly that I didn't want to work in restaurants. I believed the world could be a better place than it was, and I wanted to be a part of the change that pushed it forward. So I got an internship at one of New York's most prestigious performing arts organizations, New York Live Arts. That internship very quickly turned into a job as a research assistant, and at the end of 5 months of working there, my boss told me she was leaving and asked if I wanted to take over Live Arts' Associate Artist Program, a membership program providing benefits and services to dance artists. I said yes, of course. 2 years later, the program had grown from 118 artists to 198 artists. I'd built partnerships with Rocket Hub and Our Goods, taken steps to make the entire application and reporting process for the program paperless, and created profile pages for all of our fiscally sponsored artists. But the job was still only part-time because nonprofits. So I took a job as the programs manager at another organization I admired, Gimney Dance. I was thrilled. They'd just taken over a second location in downtown Manhattan and were building a lot of support structures for dance artists in New York. It was an exciting time to be joining them, and I was going to run all sorts of interesting programs like artist residencies, a works in progress series, dance on film screenings, free one-on-one artist consultations, and a new professional development program for dance artists. I couldn't have been happier until after just 3 weeks of working there, I was called in to talk to my boss and told that some funding they had been expecting hadn't come through and they couldn't support the position they had hired me to fill. I was devastated. And then I thought, maybe I've been approaching all of this the wrong way. Maybe there's a better way to make a difference in the world. And maybe that thing has been right under my nose the whole time. You see, when I was running the fiscal sponsorship program at New York Live Arts, most of our artists ran crowdfunding campaigns through Kickstarter, Indiegogo, or Rocket Hub, in addition to the more traditional fundraising campaigns they did at Live Arts. But many of them didn't really understand what crowdfunding is or how to do it effectively. I know how artists think, what kinds of questions they ask, and how to be supportive, compassionate, and understanding when talking them through things that feel foreign to them. I also like helping people realize their ideas. I think that I can more effectively support the birth and development of creative ideas at Kickstarter than I can in arts nonprofits. I would love to join you in giving people a platform for launching projects that are inventive, silly, provocative, delightful, powerful, evocative, quirky, and fun. I think that together we can change the world, or at the very least we can make it a better, more beautiful place to live. What do you say? Want to change the world together?